Hey, what's up friends? Kris Krohn here, and today I'm doing something kind of cool. Many of you know that I help people all over the world learn how to make a lot of money in the game of real estate. And come check it out. I'm here with the Jack Doherty from YouTube, my first protege, 15 years old, gonna help become a multi-millionaire. And today on this video, what I wanna do is I wanna kind of break down Jack, his plan, what he's gonna be doing, how I can help him by the age of 18 be a multi-millionaire.
Yes. 'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
So first of all, for those that don't know you, I mean, obviously you got a couple million subscribers on YouTube. Like, how did you do that? How did you figure that
out? Basically, I started posting videos in, I think 2016, 2017, and when I was like 13, and like just doing pranks and challenges and stuff like that. And yeah, just like overall like funny videos, trendy videos, and I got a couple videos that blew up and it helped me take off, and then I used my platform for other things, and I started posting different types of videos and people started enjoying that. And then now I've been making a really good amount of money on YouTube, but I want to take it to the next level and expand my business with Kris, and yeah, just kind of learn how to invest in real estate and stuff like that.
Yeah, so Jack hunted me down on Instagram and he basically said, hey, you know, I want to buy homes. And I'm like, how old are you? 15? I didn't even know his channel yet. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing YouTube. I've got this money sitting in the bank. I'm like, is this for real? And so we got to know each other. And so today he's playing hooky so that he can like take a pause on that education. Today he's come to get a different education. He efforted himself. He got himself on a plane. He's here with his awesome dad, Mark. And school is definitely in session. We're having some fun. And what we're doing is we're drawing up war plans on how to help him reach his goals. So I want to kind of share with you what those looks like. So come check this out. So Jack, you know, as we've been kind of talking in the morning and kind of jumping into things, you know, making millions of dollars in the game of real estate, the first principle that I shared with him is that, hey, right now you're probably following some of society's game plan that says get good grades, prepare for college, get a college degree. And I'm not going to poo-poo on any of that, but we obviously have a super talented entrepreneur here, and I don't know what his future has in store through a schooling system, but I can tell you that whatever he's going to touch in business, I think he's going to be crazy successful. And I was just kind of sharing with him, like, check it out here. Most people, this is what their game plan looks like. They go to college, and then after they college, they get a job. Now, you might not know what a job stands for. It looks like the word job, but what it stands for is just over broke. Because the average American in this country, at least in America, they make $44,000 a year. Now, to a 15-year-old, you know, $44,000 a year sounds like a lot. When I was 15, I had a paper out. You know, $44,000, I would have known that was a lot of money. But here's what my alternative game plan looked like. When I was in college, I did something different than just get a degree. I actually bought a house. And the house that I bought had $44,000 of equity and cash flow. Ended up making 65 grand when I sold it. But I realized this whole house, it was very passive. And it's something that I just did on the side. I was in school, I was working my job, and this house was just something that happened on the side. When I sold the house and I made this big pile of money, I said, I don't get it. I've been working at a job 2 years straight, and I did not make the same amount of money I just did holding this house on the sidelines. And that's when I realized, this is stupid. Why am I plugging myself into society's system when obviously I have way more potential? Now, a little caveat that I want you to understand about that. You know, I'm not saying getting a job in college is bad. I'm just saying that's what's normal. And some of you feel like maybe your life was meant for something a little less normal. Maybe you felt like there was bigger opportunity for you, or maybe you wanted more in life. Maybe you felt like there was something bigger to do. Maybe there was a bigger contribution. And, you know, I know Jack feels that, because otherwise I don't think he would have gotten on a plane. Yeah. I got to ask you, what's driving you? I mean, dude, why, other than this YouTube channel, you could just be in school right now. I'm about to show them your game plan on how I'm going to help you become multimillionaire. But dude, why not just take it easy and enjoy school and social life? Why be a multimillionaire by 18?
Because basically I came across Kris's video and I saw it's like sort of the lifestyle he was living. I was like, wow, that's really cool. He's like really financially free. He travels the world. He does a lot of these really cool things. And I was like, why not take an early start on that so I could retire early like he did, or just like not even go to, maybe not even, I'm not saying this, but maybe not even go to college and just kind of get into real estate and do that and be really financially free and set before, and just live a great life with my kids and travel the world and stuff like that and get a head start on everything.
So there's something that he said here. Come here, I want you to understand this. What he said was, I want to get an early start, and then he said, I want to get a head start. That is the way most people are not thinking, Jack, even when they're in their 40s or 50s. Because, you know, they go to jobs, they put money in 401ks, IRAs, they kind of do the normal thing. And once they realize that normal doesn't give them what they want, they realize too late. To be 15, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I realized it at 22. So you got like a 7-year head start on me, which is amazing. So let me show you what Jack's game plan looks like here, okay? So as I've been chatting, one of the things that Jack's got going for him, he's got a YouTube channel going, and he's got some AdSense, some money coming in from that. And a 15-year-old having some money in the bank, I said, here's what I would do if I were you. Step 1 is go buy 5 homes. And I told him that I'll work with him and I'll help him basically access my very best homes in my best markets. Because the goal is every 4 to 5 years to basically double the portfolio, which means you buy 5 this year, then in 5 years, we want 10 homes. Check this out. By the time Jack is 25 years old, he could be sitting on 20 homes, and it could be 100 homes. It could be so much more than that, but 20 homes is going to provide a very basic 6-figure residual income. And for a lot of people, if you have a 6-figure income that you don't have to work for, a lot of you wouldn't actually have a job, because 85% of people, they hate what they do for a living? So it's like, wow, I'm giving my best 40, 50 hours every week to something I hate, or I can do something that, I can do whatever I want with my life because of what I put in place. So the goal is to get him up to 20 homes, but then I told him, I said, Jack, your next step, you move into the next phase, and this is where you can start sharing with people with all your influence, all of your success over here, and you can start partnering with people. And when you partner with people, these are the 2 most important symbols when you put them together that represents infinite financial potential. It's the infinity mark with the money. Really what I want to do for Jack is not help him just, make a few $1 million in real estate. What I want to do, I want to give him a track record that he can use with this influence to go find 100 partners if he wanted. If he wanted 1,000 homes, he totally could get 1,000 homes. But it all starts with getting that first home, doing it smart, doing it right. Yeah. From what you've learned in our conversations, because you flew in yesterday, we were chilling in the hot tub last night. We're going to go check out some of my investments and convention center this afternoon. Well, what are some of the things or principles that you've learned in our conversations together that gets you thinking, hey, if I do this with Kris, that's probably going to be a lot easier than trying to figure out how to do it on my own.
If I were to do it on my own, I pretty much wouldn't really be able to do it on my own because I don't have the credit to do it because I'm too young. But with Kris, he also helps find other people with with credit to help with the investment and get them into the conversation as well. He also teaches me ROI, about everything about the ROIs, the mortgages, and a bunch of other things to help me learn about everything and then start to invest in homes like this and stuff like that. So,
dude, rock star. Can you believe all that just came out of the mouth of a 15-year-old? But this is the biggest thing I want to shed light on. Just because someone says you're too young, or just because someone says that you don't have credit, does it mean that you got to say no and stop? We're all trained with the no mindset. By the time we were 16 years old, you got 1 year to go. Most of us have been taught and told no tens of thousands of times. And so it's almost like it's a response. So it doesn't matter whether I talk to a 15-year-old, a 30-year-old, or a 50-year-old, they always have an excuse why they can't. And they look at me and they're like, yeah, but you're different, you're special. Some of you might be watching this, you're like, well, you're Jack Doherty, you're special, you got a couple million subscribers. I could never do what you've done. The reality is, anytime you're missing anything, if you're missing the credit, if you're missing the money, there's always a workaround. The thing that you need to have, the most important thing that you need to have that will make the difference on whether you succeed in life or not, comes down to one word. You know what that word is? What's that word, Jack?
Hunger.
That word is hunger. Yeah, not food though, right? Jack is hungry. I mean, who else pops out 3 freaking YouTube videos a week and you shoot it, you edit it, you do everything. Yeah. The kid's got hunger. And so he's got more ambition in his little fingernail there than most people that ever meet. And when I find someone that's got the hunger, because I ask myself, man, why would I want to partner up and mentor such a young man? Well, dude, this is a huge give back opportunity. So you're going to be seeing more of Jack. You're going to follow with me his journey along the way. And I want to help you understand that if a 15-year-old can be a multimillionaire, then why not you?
Anyone can do it. If I want to do it, you guys can do it.
Say it one more time. I want them to hear that.
If I could do it, you guys could do it.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Jack, dude, thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. And guys, if you want to know how to take your next step in the game of real estate, check the links below. I've got a free book that I've written just for you. I'll get it put in the mail for you. Go ahead and follow the link in the instructions. And let's also get you a consultation, work with my team, figure out what your next steps are. Because it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter whether you do or don't have money. If you got hunger, then I want you to click that link below so we can help you take your next step. Thanks, guys. Take care.